Alright, I'm recording.
And I've just started as well.
Okay, so you want to give us an intro?
Sure. Alright, hi guys, TheRuneKin here, and we're gonna bring you I want to say quick, but it probably won't be quick. We're gonna
No,
do
probably not.
a review of the behind the scenes and a couple other the recent news posts.
First of all, we pretty much have the Fish Flingers improvements, which is pretty much just, as I say here, is the temple trekking minigame was reworked. They're going to rework the Fish Flingers now.
It
And
does look like they're making some pretty good improvements to it, because I've never actually done Fish Flingers, but I know that it was like once every 2 hours or something,
for me,
and
I did
not
do
great
Fish Flingers a lot.
experience.
I don't think it's every 2 hours, but then again, the only time I'd ever actually do it is when I come across it, and I think I'd only
Yeah.
come across it like once a week or so.
The forum post basically says that they're gonna have it running every 20 minutes instead, and rather than 10 times per week, you'll do it 2 times per day, which is 4 times more. I think that's
Well,
how it
seven
works out.
times two, seven,
It's
yeah, seven
four more
times two, that's
times per
14.
week that you can do it. Essentially, it'll
Yeah.
be like the evil trees, and they're also saying they're gonna make it easier to come across it.
And
Also,
when
something about
reading,
a big fish feature where players can cooperate. So they're just, I guess, trying to add even more stuff into the game where you can communicate with other players and benefit from doing so, like with bonfires and whatnot.
and of course, there's going to be one guy who doesn't want to do it and screw everybody up.
Well, I'm assuming you'll be able to do it with 2+ players, and
But
you'll get
also,
more
what
XP.
I read something here that says, you know how they have the
Also, it
golden mining suit and all that?
hold on. It says, so get involved and don't be coy. You don't want to be the cod one out.
Jagex and their little word plays.
Yeah,
But
it's kind of it's
what it says here, it says similar to the lumberjack outfit and the golden mining gear, there's going to be a fishing suit,
oh,
which I assume
I
would be
didn't see that.
this
Oh yeah,
this
there it
guy with
is.
the beard here.
Yeah,
His suit would probably be it.
not gonna lie, that looks pretty beast.
Is it skilling outfit?
Do we get a fishing rod equipped like that? That would be sick. Also,
Maybe,
you
maybe
you
not.
know the most important part of this update is Yelps is also going to get involved with this update as he temporarily renames his home the Squeal of Neptune, giving you the chance to catch some brand new cosmetic themed fish attire.
You know what I'm expecting? To open Squeal Wheel one time and just see everything is like raw fish.
Oh my god.
Alright, well, the next one here is the Return of Bounty Hunter, which is that old
Yes.
PKing thing.
And we can tell from this post that it will not delete the current wilderness. So it'll just be an extra mini game area
I,
that you
I,
can go to for PKing, and we'll have our normal wilderness if you prefer that. Also,
did
this
you,
area will act as a high risk area, so there's no protect item. You'll lose everything when you die in here.
have you actually used the old Bounty Hunter when it was out?
No, I didn't. I've never been big on PKing. I didn't use the Bounty Hunter Crater anyway. I did a little bit of PKing when there was just like target Bounty Hunter.
You mean like the whole world or the wilderness?
Well, I do it in the wilderness. I didn't use the PK worlds, just the target worlds. She got
Okay.
better loot, and you could actually make money PKing back then.
Yeah, well, for me, the only thing I ever did with PKing in Bounty Hunter was really that PvP world where I went in there with like full rune and died once and I just left. I never really came back.
Yeah.
So, and it also says here that they're fixing the rushing and PJing problems that people have
Yeah,
been
no,
complaining
it's
about.
going to be single way combat, and you can only fight with your target.
But how's that going to stop rushing? I don't know.
Well, because, I mean, like, obviously, you can rush your target, but if it's just one on one combat and no one else can interfere, you're going to somewhat be expecting your target coming, so it's going to mostly eliminate rushing. Because
Do you
people
remember
who
if it
really
linked?
don't want to be rushed are going to use this instead.
Do you know if it told you who your target was?
Yes, it did.
Or no, not
It
your
even
target. I
gave
mean,
you.
who's targeting you?
Oh no, but I assume where this is one-on-one combat, and you can only attack your target. Both players will be assigned each other as a target.
Yeah, that's true. They're trying to get no PJing, so that would actually be the case.
Yeah. Obviously, there's still going to be PJing in the regular wilderness, and you do need a combat level of 60 to use the Crucible.
The only thing I'm actually kind of interested about is this little point thing where you gain points and you can spend it on like a power up
Yeah,
where you're like invincible and you have like an uber weapon.
yeah, I did see that, and the way Mark explained it at RuneFest, obviously I wasn't there, but I watched RuneShark's videos of it.
Of
This is,
course,
well, yeah, obvious. No,
I didn't see anything of Rune
it,
Fest
it
at all.
sounded pretty cool. His initial idea for it was that, like, when you get a kill streak, like, you would be obviously you'd have some skill or luck at PKing, and then from the sky a giant sword would fall down from the gods, and obviously not only a sword, but like if you were a ranger or a mage, you'd get a bow or a staff. That was his very like beginning idea of it, and then
So basically, just after
so
you get enough
basically
points, you
apparently
get
you can
a.
get these from I don't know a weapons supplier or something.
It says here though that once you get enough points, you can spend the points on an invincibility for a whole minute and gain access to a brand of new weapons, which are basically
Yes.
extremely good.
I would assume your points reset on death because he said that I think kill streaks would be how you got the like super weapon. So I'm guessing if you get a really big kill streak, you'll be building up these points, and then you'll eventually build up to the point where you get a minute of invincibility and crazy weapons
Yeah.
through noble actions, not running away, and victories. If you have a high enough ranking within the Crucible game, you'll have the chance to be temporarily elevated to the status of a Supreme Champion. You'll be rendered invincible for a whole minute, and will be given access to a brand of new weapons only to be used within the Crucible. So you can go mad on a crazy rampage where you can slaughter anyone in your way.
Does
Now
that mean that you can only be the supreme champion for 1 minute?
I'm thinking that's probably it. And then anyone who's doing really well will be the next Supreme Champion, I guess.
Perhaps.
Or maybe they stay the Supreme Champion until someone kills them, but they're just invincible for the first minute.
That's
Which
true.
seems a little extremely overpowered. It's gonna have to be really difficult to get that title,
Especially
even if
if
it
it
is just for 1 minute.
gives you these weapons too. You could
Yeah,
decimate
if these
everyone.
weapons are really overpowered, that could be kind of weird, kind of sketchy.
It could really destroy
I'm
everyone
sure
there.
Jagex will work it out somehow, though. I mean, like, we all thought the Royal Crossbow was going to be really overpowered, and it's not great at all.
Yeah. But this is also in PvP. PvP has been really off balance for a long time.
That's true, but that, like, all this, we're thinking of this now, but obviously they're going to design it with the combat rework in mind.
They probably will because
So I'm
it's coming soon.
assuming that this is going to be a very skill based thing after the combat rework is released.
Alright, and moving on here, it says they have a better way to calculate who your targets are going to be.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's going to be more of a like skill based slash combat level matchmaking system because before it was pretty random.
Yeah, it
Like
was just anybody near your
you
level.
could get assigned, not even so much near your level. I think I've gotten assigned people who were like 40 levels apart from me before, and we had to fight pretty deep in the wilderness.
I'm going to hope you won.
Well, not necessarily 40 levels lower than me, but yeah.
Yeah. But it says so. Skill and knowledge will rule the land. Does that mean your skills total will determine something, or will it mean that like your kill death ratio is going to determine because your skill level's low, you'll have a low kill death ratio?
I'm thinking it'll look at kill death ratios, and it'll probably look at the gear that you're using as well when
Yeah,
assigning
you don't want to put
targets.
up someone in Rune against
Like,
Torbo.
yeah, exactly. not only due to the obvious things, but also the risk as well.
Mm-hmm. A guy in Torva
I
doesn't want
think
to end up
I
losing to
think
a
they'll
rune.
try to sort out a system that's going to look at all those. They definitely should. I mean, skill based is going to be like if you have a high KD after the combat rework, it should be that you have enough skill because they did say in the I don't know if you read the developer blog on it by Mob Merc, but he said something along the lines of combat will be a lot more skill based and like less you playing the interface and more you actually need like real skill at the game to do
Yes, you
things.
will need real skill and the luck to hit damage.
I think they're going to change that around as well a little bit because
A little bit, but you'll
with the
always
combat
need that little
rework they
bit
can
of
add in like even more higher tiers of weapons where like DPS
yes,
it
and
won't be a
also in the
problem.
combat rework, they're gonna have like you could choose how your abilities hit and what abilities you know will hit high, so you choose when that happens. But you'll still always need that luck of hitting something before you attack with that.
Yeah.
And it also says that they're pretty much going to be making a different version. Like they're not exactly called this, but they're basically Torva gloves.
Yeah. It does say that, but again they can only be used in the Crucible, which
Yes.
I'm kind of mixed feelings about. One, I'm probably never going to do the Crucible, so I'm
I'll
never going to
probably
get the
try it
gloves.
just to see how it's like and stuff, and like
Well, yeah,
runes
I
once
guess
I'm there.
I might try it, but honestly, I'm not big on PKing.
Yeah.
Now, maybe after the combat rework, it'll be a place that is godly, but all the rewards are exclusive to the Crucible, and I'm not really big on making money through PKing
Yeah, me
because it
neither.
doesn't usually happen. And
And
I kind of would like to see another set of gloves above Barrows released, though. Like, I mean, the
you
Dominion
mean
Tower
besides
gloves are good,
Goliaths?
but they're not great.
Besides Goliaths, you mean?
Yeah. Goliaths are great because they're a one-handed crush weapon.
Yes.
That's what I like about the Goliaths. Usually, I'll still use Barrow's gloves over them unless I'm doing a major boss.
I'm always using Goliath gloves just because I don't really have anything else that's good.
Yeah, I really like Goliath gloves for the Water Fiends.
I don't do much charm collecting, so I don't kill water fiends.
Oh no, I just killed them on Slayer.
I don't do Slayer either. But moving on here, it says that there's also going to be a new high score thing, which is for PKers, which is
Yeah, well, I mean, we had the Bounty Hunter one, so we pretty much it was a safe bet that this would happen.
I'm wondering though, is it going to be uh, like just wilderness PKing and the Crucible, or everything that's due to PKing?
It'll probably just be the Crucible because there's no real way to track it in the wilderness.
Well, there is a
I
Wicked
mean, I
Hood,
guess you could
but
have KD, but
whoever has the most kills on their Wicked Hood could be number one.
it's true. They might. We'll see.
We'll see. And after that is, of course, the one thing that everybody's excited and worried about: combat
Yeah, the
rework.
combat update. Although the development blog that Mom Merc posted made me feel a lot better about how the combat rework's gonna go.
Now, what it says now, it's not actually the combat rework coming out now. It's the combat beta that comes out on the third week of this month.
It's on the 26th or 27th. I've already registered for it. And
Yeah,
apparently I've been a member for 2 years consecutive, so I'm in right away,
I
which
don't
is
know.
nice.
For me, it says that I've been a member for June 2011 to June 2012. So I'm not entirely sure if that's 1 year yet, but I'm hoping it is.
Have you signed up?
Yes, I've signed up already.
What did it say when you signed up? Because when I said it was like you've been, thanks to your like loyalty as a member, you will automatically have access to the beta on the
It
27th or
hasn't said
whatever.
that for me, but by the time the beta's out, I'm not sure if my 1 year thing has ticked over yet.
Right. Well, I know that RuneShark said they were definitely allowed to post footage of the beta, so hopefully that goes for all video makers, and I'll be able to get some footage of that as well.
Well, it is a
If
public
not, I'll
beta. I'm
definitely
not
do
sure.
some like audio only coverage of it.
If it is a public beta, why wouldn't we be allowed to post videos?
That's true, but I
It's
mean,
really
like
only
it's
closed betas, yeah,
semi-closed for the start of it.
for the
I mean,
start.
obviously, when it goes live for all members, it won't
For
be
the
an
start
issue.
of it, though, it's about 50,000 people, I believe it is, plus loyal
Mm,
members.
yeah.
But isn't that pretty much the entire player base?
How many players are online right now?
There
That's
is
quite a few players. Well, there's
150.
150k online right now.
Yeah.
So
And
that's
you want to know what an action bar is, blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, pretty much it's just saying that, yes, the combat rework's coming out. The combat beta rework is coming out then. So, how about we go to the next post that's on the homepage?
all right. First, I'm just gonna scroll down through the combat rework blog really quick
Okay, I'm going to go to the
if I
combat
can
sign
find it,
up.
because there's a specific quote I want to read out.
Okay.
If I can, if I can find it, give me a second.
Oh yes, the behind the scenes on video. I haven't seen this yet though.
No, I haven't watched it either.
Shall I play it on film?
Um, no, we'll do a separate video for that if we want.
Oh,
Because we'll have to
you know
watch it over
what?
once at least first.
What we'll do is we'll link it in the description for everyone.
Mm. We'll definitely do that.
We'll link it in the description if they want to see the video. Alright, just tell me when you got the thing up.
Yeah.
Okay, so it says beta signups are now open. Today sees the launch of the Evolution Combat beta signup, which is pretty much when you log into the game, there's a little note or a contract or something it is, and you click on it and it opens up a new web page. And on that web
Yes.
page, you just sign in after you click beta sign up, the big orange button right in the middle, and you sign into the thing, and it will sign you up to the beta. So when it comes out, you'll have a chance at getting in. The chance is
Yeah.
pretty good, but
Or if you're a boss like me, you'll just get in right away, cause
or if you've been a member for one
cause you
consecutive
play
year.
this game way too much,
Yeah.
basically.
And in recognition of the commitment shown of the long-term members, anyone with 12 or more consecutive months is available into the thing, along with choosing 50,000 other people who don't have it, which is, I hope I get it by then, because I don't
There's
want to be one of those
actually, I
50,000.
think, a 7-day grace period in between. Like, if your membership runs out, you have 7 days to renew it, and then that counts as consecutive membership still. So if that
Yes,
is
I
the
know,
case for anyone, that will you'll still have the 12 months, so it's not a problem.
but for me, mine might not be with mine's in this month. I don't know where in this month though, so that's
Right.
and followed by that is, well, basically it's just a bunch of information about the combat sign up, which you can see on the homepage right now. Secondly is behind the scenes on
Also,
video.
it's worth noting that you can actually sign up from the website. You don't actually have to use the item in game. It's what I
Yes,
did
you can
this
also
morning,
sign up on the
actually.
website if you want.
So I didn't have time to log in, so I just signed up
But if you don't
on
use the
the site.
homepage, then you can go online and it will be in your inventory or in your bank,
Yes,
I believe, if
if you
you
play
can't.
from the game client, the downloadable client, you can actually just click the. It'll open it in your default browser.
Yes. And followed by that is the behind the scenes on video, which, of course, in the thumbnail is someone fighting in Falador PvP.
Is it?
Yes, it
Wow.
is a guy in full bandos and a guy in Aram fighting in Falador.
Great. That's
Um,
Infalador?
well, just north of Falador.
Right. Um
Uh,
anyway, this part in the combat rework blog or whatever it is no doubt some of you are apprehensive what we are planning to do. After all, it's a game many of us have played for 10 years or more, and this is the biggest, most fundamental change in its history. As always, we will only change things because we truly believe they need to be changed. Every single update has strong reasons to exist, and this is no exception. With your feedback and your help, though, we can make this the best update yet, and one that's as much yours as it is ours. So it does look like they're going to be taking a lot of player feedback. And the next paragraph actually says that during the beta they'll be on the forums every single day reading a lot of um, player feedback and having conversations with people who are testing the beta. And also, it says somewhere along here, we are a game with a proud heritage and a player base with clear expectations of the game they want to play. We don't want to make a game that we can't recognize anymore, which makes me feel a lot happier about the rework
I'd have to agree with that.
because it's not going to be WoW, which was the biggest thing.
A lot of people were worried about that. That was going to become like a WoW clone because
Yes,
of the
there was going to
hotbar.
be an action bar, but apparently what I've heard is that you can actually put anything on there, including like skilling items and stuff, which sounds amazing to me because it's just gonna make the interface so much easier. And you don't have to stop. Like you can put prayers on there, you can put food on there, you can put any like tools on there and stuff like that.
I'm wondering how many things you can fit on it and how it works. Like, if you have
I'm
a
guessing
special
like
attack.
it'll be stuff from your inventory, like in other MMOs. Like you just stick something on the hotbar and then use a hotkey to use it.
Yes, but see, like if
Like
you,
you can press a hotkey and bam, your quick prayers are up, which sounds great to me. So
what I'm wondering though is, will it be like another tab, like hopefully replacing the squeal wheel tab?
I'm thinking it'll be a persistent bar that's always on your screen.
Hmm.
I don't think it'll
Maybe.
be a tab because they're trying to eliminate the need to go between tabs.
But
So that
perhaps maybe they're just redoing the entire inventory area. You know how they have like that little square in the corner of your screen
oh no
with
yeah,
all your inventory and everything? I wonder if they're redoing that entirely.
I'm sure the whole like player hub will be completely reworked because right now
UI.
yeah UI whatever I'm not a technical person. I knew that. I don't know why I said that.
Right.
The other post is the Mad May rewards and Cryptic Clue Fest. I probably will not be doing the Clue Fest just because it's not fully in game,
It's pretty
and
much what it
that
is
kind of annoys me.
is everyone who's been signed up for the month of May consecutively without ending has gotten, well, most people, because some people haven't processed their accounts yet, which is just, if your account hasn't
Yeah, there was
unlocked it.
actually a comment about that on your Mad Necklace video. Someone was saying that they couldn't get theirs yet. I just told
Yes.
them that they should wait a while and see if the account processes.
Yes, well, your account will process after a while and you will unlock it. So just wait, Jagex is on it. You don't have to panic at all. As long as you were signed up for the month of May, you'll get it. And pretty much what it is just a little necklace. And when you're wearing it, you gain double XP. And the double XP doubles up to 250k bonus. So once you gain 500,000 total XP while you were wearing the necklace, the necklace will stop working.
Yes, also it's worth noting that right here it says its magical properties have even been deemed safe for use in the dungeons of Demonheim. So there's no fear of a Fremnik warrior confiscating it while you're working on your dungeoneering, which
Yes, so it
means you'll
does
be
work
able
in
to use it
dungeoneering.
for dungeoneering in Demonheim, I guess.
I
I'm not
doubt it
sure if that'll
doubles
give double
tokens.
tokens though, so you
Yeah,
might want to look that up before you try to use it.
of course.
I would assume it will.
Hmm. And right here, it actually says what we were talking about.
Actually,
If
wait, no, it won't, because when they did the double dunge weekend, the way it worked was you got your base XP, but then you got double that, and then you got double tokens as well. But I don't
yes,
think this will give double tokens. So,
as we were saying before, it says right here, I've highlighted it. Please note that eligible players uh, who have been a member for the month of May, are probably, who haven't gotten it yet, are still being processed and should be completed within the next few hours. So, as we were saying, if you were a member for the month of May, don't worry, you're going to get it.
also, for some reason, it doesn't show up in your inventory on login. You have to go talk to Diango about it. There's some
Yes,
sketchy
I
chat
had that in my
options, and
video.
Cameron uploaded a video earlier of how to go through the options and get it, just in case anyone's a bit confused about that.
And RuneShark also put out a video saying that you couldn't get it, so I had to correct them.
I'll be sure to share that with them later.
Yes, of course. And along with that necklace, you get 5,000 loyalty points. Loyalty points? What the heck are those?
Loyalty points.
Loyalty points.
You get more
And
the harder you laugh. In real life, game doesn't count.
yes. and they're pretty much just telling you that you can spend them in Varrock or Birth Orb, and um, the cryptic clue fests are out, and those are pretty much. I think everybody should know what they are, and if you don't, they're just pretty much little posts that they put on the forums, and you follow them, and they're like a treasure trail sort of thing. But in the end, it doesn't give you as good of a reward sometimes,
Well, some of
because
the old Cluefests had some pretty cool looking cosmetic rewards, but
yeah, it's just
I could
cosmetic
never
rewards.
really
So.
bother doing them because it involved using the forums so much. And having the forums open and the game open at the same time and trying to tab back and forth solving clues is kind of inconvenient. But if it was all in game, I'd most certainly do it.
Yes, in my opinion, it really should have an option to be in game where what the person says is that she sent you a letter, but the letter is on the forums that you have to read it. What I don't really get is why can't you just talk to her and she hands you the letter?
Yeah, exactly.
That just didn't make sense to me in any way. But all in all, the cryptid clues are pretty fun to do sometimes, and let's hope that the reward for them is pretty good this year.
Yeah.
Pretty good looking.
I think last year's one had a pretty crazy emote where it was like a chicken bomb.
Yeah,
Nuclear
you put
chicken strike, it just falls down out of the sky and explodes.
it was that Avalani's robes and this little rock that when you click the rock, you can summon a chicken.
Yeah.
Chicken would fall from the sky on fire. Here we are, guys. This is basically a page I found while I was going through the different pages on the website, and it's just talking about the different abilities and the stages of them. And the really interesting thing I saw here was that these two characters are not only fighting somewhere around Taverley or uh, Falador or something, but the guy in the dragon armor right here
He's using
is using
magic. It's just
a
a standard
giant
Jagex fail.
green spell thing, which I think it's melee though, because he might have a sword in his hand, which is like covered in flames. The other guy here is what I'm looking at. He's using a defender to slash,
Yeah, it does look like that, doesn't it?
and the defender is also
It's
well.
also not in his offhand, is
Yes, it's also in his attack hand, his right hand.
it? That might be interesting.
He's also wearing the old Barrow's gloves and bandos
I,
instead of
I
his
like how he's
pants.
wearing a defense cape, yet he doesn't know what hand to put his defender in.
He's also wearing the old armor,
And that someone's casting magic in full dragon.
but
And yeah,
see the
the
magic
old
stuff.
bandos, or no wait, the old
Old
Slayer helm.
bandos, new dragon.
The bandos chest plate isn't old, but the tassets are.
No, that is the old BCP.
Is it?
You can see with the
Oh
arms
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
But
And
look,
then
look,
it's a
the
new
dragon armor
dragon.
is new. Dragon new, bandos old.
Clearly, Jagex like the old bandos better on their test servers.
But you can also tell that this is a melee attack being done because the melee hit
Hmm.
flat is there.
Yeah, that is weird. Does it say anything about this here?
And well, pretty much, I'm just gonna read it. The evolution of combat is a huge range of new and exciting abilities, both offensive and defensive, for melee, ranged, and magic. Users adding new effects and tactics to combat, both creatures and other players. So pretty much they're just reworking all combat like WoW has, where you can have abilities and stuff. And what it says here is pretty much as you level up your different combat skills, you gain different abilities for those combat skills. Uh, and there's three types: basic, threshold, and ultimates.
Oh, these are going to replace special attacks. I'm actually really excited about that now. Because if it's going to run on a special attack meter, it's going to be the same as having a spec weapon, but without bringing the spec weapon, which is going to be really cool.
But it doesn't actually say that. It says special attacks will be adapted for the new system. So there will still be special attacks,
Yeah,
but
well,
they're
I'm,
going to
I'm
be
thinking
different.
these are going to be more convenient, and probably you're going to have
Yes,
some pretty
definitely.
crazy things with them. I don't know if
Well,
any
the
will
first
beat
picture is a
Dragon
guy
Claws,
breathing fire.
considering this picture here has him hitting a 283. You could probably hit 3 times that with D-Claws, so.
Alright, well, the first thing that says basic abilities is a guy breathing fire onto the Bandos guy.
Yeah, and dealing 18, so.
18 magic damage.
He's also, is he maging with dragon boots on?
And what are those gloves? Yeah, he is maging with dragon
I'm
boots and a
guessing the
normal
gloves
staff.
are probably something from the new bounty hunter or
Those
the
are probably
crucible.
the crucibles, yes. And the staff is also a normal staff. I'd like to point that out.
Yeah, you don't know that? Could be a Draymond staff.
Possibly.
Uh,
And pretty much
it's
what it
terrible.
is just the basic abilities can be used by anyone at level 1, and they're just like those newbie little spells that you get right when you start.
Yeah.
And basically, they can activate abilities like they can poison people, they can hit a critical hit whenever you use it, guaranteed. They have a chance to stun people, they can do temporary damage over time,
I
and
like how in the next
stuff like
one
that.
for threshold abilities, it's less impressive because I'm not sure what's going on and he hit a 0
Well, that
with
is
his
the
dragon
melee guy. I
defender.
think that the range guy is using the ability.
Maybe. Hold on a
Because he looks
second.
like he's hitting the ground and then it's
Hold
like
on.
exploding. Okay, pretty much what it says here is these are the next level of abilities where you can do multiple spell casts. Like the barrages have multiple spell casts because they hit more than one thing. But these could probably be like if you cast a fire surge, it would cast more than one.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's gonna hit one target in with multiple attacks, similar to like claws, but as like a ability, and obviously mages and rangers will have it as well.
And what it says here is that there's also rapid fire and area effect damage, damage reflection, and a lot more things like that.
We already have rapid stance with range though, and
I know, but what I'm thinking
and
is
reflection or absorption.
it's probably like when you activate it, you have like 10 seconds where you shoot
Multi-spell
like a
casting.
machine gun.
It's
Where you
definitely
would
gonna be
go
interesting.
machine gun mode with a bow or something. That's what I'm thinking. Area of effect
Maybe with a
damage,
crossbow.
if maybe. For those who don't know what area of effect damage is, also known as AoE, it's basically it's a
Barrage
really
in
heavy
channel path.
a WoW move type thing, but it takes a certain
Area of
designated
effect.
area in the game, and whatever's in that certain area gets affected by the spell.
Yeah. Basically, an area of effect spell is a spell that affects an area
Yes.
and everything within the area.
And it says that that's going to be a type of damage. So I guess if you have a PvP thing, if you have like a clan war going on, you could throw down the AoE and hit every one of your enemies that are in the area.
Yeah, but they can do that as well. If you have a clan war and everyone rushes in and uses a meteor strike,
That could go bad.
one, you just crashed the server. And two, if you didn't just crash the server, everyone's dead. So
Possibly.
this is going to be strange
All
for
right,
a for
now.
the mass player versus player or player versus monster situations. Like imagine going into Corp and everyone just drops like dead shot and Corp just gets one hit.
I can see that happening.
Or maybe Meteor Strike is the name of some melee attack, and they use the Meteor Strike, and Corp just dies.
Yes.
20k hit points, one hit it with a trio.
Okay, well let's go on to the ultimate abilities now, which are well he was saying
Yeah, this is
names
the
of
ones I
ultimate
was reading out,
abilities,
because
but
these look insane. Or sound insane, rather.
what I like here is
These
that
ones look
that
like the
guy
AoE.
in Dragon has turned around and become a god now and is just killing the Bandos guy.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, you say
You can
that,
tell it's
but
the dragon though because of the helmet.
he's only lost about like 10% hit points since the last screenshot against the dragon guy.
Yeah. But he looks like he's being Superman or something. He's shooting lasers out of his eyes.
Yeah, it's kind of strange.
And
Also, we can now see that he's using a rune two-hand, I think. I believe.
I actually believe that's adamant.
Is it ad? No, it's definitely rune,
Steel or
man.
adamant.
That is
It's not
definitely
rune.
rune.
No, I've had rune 2H recently because of a drop, and that's not rune.
It looks like rune. Yeah,
It
that
might be
that
your
hilt is
color on your
rune.
screen.
No, man, it looks a different color to you because of the yellow, but it's definitely rune.
Possibly, but it's
Trying to
a
give
really
Jagex
newbie
some
2H.
credit here. They've put a defender in the wrong hand of a Bandos guy. I think they deserve a little bit of leniency here.
Yes. Pretty much this is the third level and the final
So
level.
I've just noticed he's wearing Bandos boots, which are terrible.
Where pretty much these are
Wait,
the
is he
most powerful
PvPing with the
things,
Slayer helm?
I guess.
Right. Anyway, go ahead. We have to wrap this up. I have to go soon.
Yes. Pretty much it's just these are the most powerful things and abilities you have, where I'm assuming when you use one, it uses up your entire ability's power, like mana or something. It would use up all of your ability power, and you would have to wait till it recharges. But these would hit really high or do some amazing things
If this
for
is
you.
like special attacks where you can use this every 5 minutes, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. And it says here that even if someone's dying, you have life-saving effects or something, where if you use that, you could probably turn around an entire fight.
Yeah. Or you
So I'm
could
guessing
Rocktail
maybe
Brew and have a similar effect.
I'm guessing maybe it would turn you uh, back up to full HP from whenever you get low.
I'm just looking at the beta FAQ right now. Question: there's an item in my inventory? Is that really a
Okay, well,
frequently asked question, Jagex? Alright, well, I guess we
mm,
should wrap this up now.
yes, I think it's probably good. All right,
Just
well,
getting
we
TGS
will.
podcast status here with 41 minutes. This could have been a
Really,
20-minute video.
we're really 41 minutes in. Wow.
Yeah, yeah. I expected
Okay,
this
well,
to
we did
take
have a
20
lot of time.
minutes.
We did have a lot of talk about this
Yeah,
week.
yeah. I guess
All right, well, I
we can
guess we
call it a
will.
podcast now. Yes. Sort
Oh
of.
yeah, we could. We could call it the
One of my friends
behind the scenes
uploaded a
podcast.
podcast the other day, and it's 14 minutes long.
All right, well, guys, we will see you next time with whatever it is that we end up uploading. Hopefully, some guides and stuff in the coming weeks.
Yes. I will try my best to get my conquest guide out. I also have another road out, hopefully early next week. So I haven't gotten many levels.
Um, do you remember the last time I uploaded my road? Was that like last week?
I can check because I'm actually on YouTube right now. I just video on my personal account. Let me just switch here.
Because I believe I actually have to release it later today or tomorrow.
Anyway, we'll sort all that out, and I guess we will see you guys in the next video, which will hopefully be a guide.
Hopefully, it might actually just be my road though, because
Oh yeah, well that doesn't really
that's
count,
probably coming
honestly.
out really soon.
Your road doesn't. Nah, it's fine.
Were you gonna say it doesn't matter?
Uh, briefly.
Briefly, yours doesn't matter.
Hey, mine's
No,
got a
it's fine. It's
fancy
fine.
RuneKin logo at the end.
Because you forgot to record them
Shh,
or take screenshots.
it's fine. Well, yeah.
Okay.
It's
We'll
fine.
see you guys next time.
See you guys.
See ya.